Book My Wallet, browse personalized monthly payments from dealers in your area, then start to finish the deal online. Case closed.
Hey, I hear somebody in there. Open up.
You're scary.
I'm not scary.
Patty's taking it.
I think we need backup. Some call it a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we see, the Florida Gators taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. A first down for the offense. Give to the running back. At the 35, he's got room. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Mr. Two Bits would be proud, the Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. Scanning the field, it's Lagway. Finds his man. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Looking to throw on second down. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
Well, I think the ball just got on the receiver so quickly. He took his time working his route, and by the time he got his head around, the ball was already there, and he just wasn't able to stab it.
Quarterback checking off. Third down play from the gun. Keeps looking downfield. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with the clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. They're throwing for it on fourth down. He fires a bullet to the right. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Here comes the offense on first down. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Stopped after making the catch.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
That last completion sets him up on second down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. This Mike backer showing some versatility. Think he always just has to stay home and play the run? Was bringing the pass rush that time.
No, this ain't old school football anymore, Reese. These guys got to be...
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Fires to the big fella. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bernard. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll go back to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Looking to throw on third. Blasted as he lets it go. And he intercepts it. On the move at the 30. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Florida. How about that D coming up with a play like that? What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and read this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They're trying to get to it. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way. Touchdown, Gators! Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. The defense comes up with the fumble and takes it to the house.
The old scoop and score. Create the fumble, pick that puppy up, take it to the house. Great job by the defense, not only forcing the turnover, but getting points out of it.
They're lining up to kick it away, and that defense salivating after getting the scoop and score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Henderson. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Wide receiver coming across in motion. With jet sweep pass. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate.
And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They'll run play action. The pass is incomplete. Thought they might catch the defense napping, but it'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He makes a grab. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Looking for the score. And he's got it. Touchdown, Florida. A quick strike just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Is that nigga having a seizure?
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here.
Come on, let's go.
They'll corral that squib kick just inside the 15. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Offense getting set for first down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Looking to go up top on first down. He lofts one down the sideline. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown, Bama! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing. You're building some momentum. Maybe this second half we keep airing the football out. And who knows what the heck.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Trying to take it back. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
I threw it too quick.
Great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
It is good. They'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
I agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football from right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that we can win this game.
After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Now rolling to the left. Got his man downfield. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
That's a real good-looking throw. And I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of young quarterbacks. They've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seen the waiver is how explosive the offense has been. And the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up. And this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got his first and goal. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now on 2nd and goal.
That's different because I know that Braun delivers.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you can.
Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does. Get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
Man, it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying.
It's 4th down, and this offense is going to stay on the field and keep the kicker on the sidelines. Dropping back, it's Milrow. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. We thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
Into a ton of land when his parents died, but then he was abandoned. Horse was miles away, but no chance.
They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game.
Big agriculture's not going to be the usual murder suspect. It's a theory. There's no time to prove it.
Looking to throw. Dumps it to the back. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get left.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to get him first down.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. Sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football's a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an edge.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down.
They sent that nigga out the edge.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. On target. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. He's got an open man. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
He chucks one out to the right. He's got it at the 20. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Handoff keeps working on that clock. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give to the running back from the shotgun. The offense coughs it up. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
Man, the coach is going to absolutely give him a beautiful. You have to understand the situation.
I can't fumble the ball.
To go up by 2 scores. We're winning the football game. Ball security. I can't reach that thing. I got to cover it with 2 hands. Make sure I don't turn it over. What a big-time mistake.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Something to keep in mind offensively here. At this point in the game, when you're down in the 4th quarter, running east-west is not going to work. You've got to get north after you catch the ball. Get what you can get. Field position right now is good.
Looking for an open area to his left. He's got the tight end. And he uses that stiff arm like a discard, and they get it to the 18-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Milrow. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. To have any chance to pull this game out, they have to convert on 4th down here late in the 4th. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Complete out of the backfield. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Here's a throw downfield late. And that pass picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive and trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David. You know, on offense now, you have a chance to break one maybe in the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quarterback will audible. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The Gators will line up to punt it away. Now, if you're really worried about the block, I guess you could think about taking the safety here in the free kick. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
He's going for the big play. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of a DB. Nice job by the defense.
Off-play action on first down. Hines on the move. It's caught downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick handoff.
You reconstitute that paper.
And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Quarterback checking the play. To the air, it's Lagway. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. The handoff to Johnson. He breaks a tackle. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
Someone say run the clock, someone say I don't need to add points, but here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. You got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
He's going to pass. Hit as he throws. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. Well, how about this one? A fun when these guys came in as underdogs, and they walk out as the winner.
They didn't get it. That's not what they were worried about. This team is ranked. They weren't looking at any different. They were looking to come in and get the W and execute. Great job believing they could come, Jesse, and knock them off.
Yeah, you're right, David. This team came in with something to prove, and they knew they had a national audience that was going to be paying attention to this game. They did a great job going out under the lights, big-time stage against a ranked opponent, and really putting their A game out there on the field.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollock, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of Sports College
For the type of person who's always inviting friends to. With adjustable fragrance levels and a wide range of quick change scents, Airwick Essential Mist creates an inviting ambiance every time you host. So you're always ready for anyone to. Airwick, always fragrant, always inviting.
Just after my 21st birthday, after almost 4 years of treatments, I was finally cancer-free. My mom's like, where do you want to go to celebrate? I'm like, let's go somewhere tropical. And then Pilot hopped in the intercom and started talking about me, and I was like, what is going on here?
My wife had cancer too, and I wanted to celebrate a special moment. We bought drinks and donuts, and I was saying
Cancer may have started the fight, but you definitely finished it. I was smiling ear to ear. Best flight ever for sure.
that's how good things look.
Mom,
When this happens, they count on you.
like the entire
Welcome to the spot, the giant that the head ball coach awakened when it thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. And boy, do they have a fun one ahead.
I love you, Mommy.
This 10
Bye.
team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we see the number 3 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, we stay with you alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Nittany Lions will get us underway with the opening kickoff.
What makes you think I know this is?
Well, because your subsidiary, Penn Poultry Farms,
They'll bring it back from inside the spot. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down here for the offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers.
I have no idea.
They'll give it to Johnson. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1.
That's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damage when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains, set your defense for positive situations down the road.
From the gun, the ground game. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, and pick up a 4.
Offensive linemen love to run power. Why? You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, it's a pass. Having the pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Quickly to the tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Coming after it. Pocket starts to collapse. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
That pass is incomplete, and they're fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This is a third and long. Dropping back, it's Bagway. Lofts one high and deep. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it first and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. He's looking to throw it. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. He'll pull it down. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big thing for football. I got to limit the damage from that point. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. I want to hit him at the end. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want to be physical.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Looking to scramble. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Slams ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gator! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense. Being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last week.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Martin. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. The give to the back. Got room at the 35. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
And the Nittany Lions in the hurry-up. They're going back to the ground. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Let's see what they've got on second down. To throw, it's Allard. Throws to the wideout. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Bringing it back. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Quarterback checking off. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Dances away from the heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
On second down, wants to throw it. Showing the arm strength to the left. Touchdown, Florida! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Bringing the heat. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half, down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going in.
Open runway ahead. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. After the misfire, now on second down. Back to throw, it's Allard. It's complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They want to throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit about to go to work. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Wrapped behind the line, it's Johnson. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. The sure hands, it's Johnson.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. And backed up, first and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. Looking to throw, it's Aller. Snags it, takes it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Just enough time for one final play in this half. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Comes out throwing on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. The Gators will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Fair catch called for and made. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and
he breaks into the open. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. The corners are walked up tight. Looking for a man. It's Allard. Unloads to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
They'll throw it on first down. Extending the play. He's going to take off. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Finds the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. This offense has a second down play. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Try and play action. Throws to the tight end. The receiver was doubled and they picked it off. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great returns to improve this field position.
Man, what a play. Now you're setting your offense up for great position, but you want to make big plays as a defense. Not only make big plays, return it a long way down the field. You wanted a touchdown, obviously, but you set your offense up in great scoring position.
That's caught. It's Singleton. Touchdown, Penn State! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish dry.
Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. The offense starts with a short field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a big run play, and it's not easy to do down at this area of the field, backed up in your own end. I mean, you're running into a box that's loaded full of bodies defensively, but the ball carrier was just able to sort of sneak and weave his way through there, giving his offense now a ton of room to work with.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Looking to move it through the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Takes a hit as he fires. This time he's got it. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Penn State 21, Florida 14.
Trying to pick up a 1st down. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quick pass and catch, good enough for the 1st down. Didn't need a lot, but they got enough. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
To the air, it's Lagway. Still on his feet. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Scrambling away. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. Here comes the biggest drive for the defense. Desperate to get a stop. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Now 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win it.
Dances away to buy time. He'll throw one to his right. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Ripping through the defense. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Gator!
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
It's caught. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged on the outside. It's Evans. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Looking downfield, it's Aller. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, big moment for the defense now because you know you're one play away from winning this thing. You've got a 1-possession lead. You've just forced 3 straight incompletions. Do you have enough left in the tank for one more stop?
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Working the middle, it's complete. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
They'll throw it on first down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And how about this offense, man. They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. To the air, it's Lagway. They're bringing heat. Still looking. He's taking the deep shot. And it's caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Florida! What a grab and go for the score.
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
Just an extra point away from a tie ball game right before the half. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll come out throwing on first down. Going deep. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. So here comes our first play of overtime. To the air, it's Lagway. On the run, fires downfield. If he runs this back, this game's over. Taking it the other way. The 40. The 20. Inside the 10. That'll do it. A pick 6 for victory. The interception to win it in overtime. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn it on the Jets, making the big play.
All that shit was for fucking nothing. Oh my fucking god. He overshot that nigga, dog.
Mr. Castle is a writer. Consultant with Cartman on occasion.
So that's how you two do it.
Damn, man. Trying to be damn greedy, bro. That's my fault, bro.
Did my cousin. And this whole damn thing's a conspiracy.
Cordell, be serious.
You don't think I'm serious?
Fuck!
And tell me, why all the lawyers in the city, the district attorney,
That nigga was not supposed to fucking win that shit, bro.
You're not doing yourself any favors right now.
You just got it all worked out. You got my cousin home.
Damn, that pissed me off.
You got me poisoning this man to get him off. Looks that way. Looks gonna make it so.